Welcome back. Dimash Wei Wei. I think it's Wei Wei. I don't know. I have to wait till I get to Bernard's comments. But I don't know if he addressed it or not. It's a little bittersweet because I've got to do random comments and I see Roberts in there giving me a year-end earful. And yeah, probably deservingly so. Sometimes it's hard to pick and choose. So I thought today to not it all depends on who's watching what today, I guess. I want to say thank you to the deers. I had to attach the tiara to the wall permanently because Hunter won't leave it alone. But now he's sleeping. But I would assume that he'll show up during a reaction sometime and do his little cat stuff. So I think it'll be cute. From one day ago in the comments, there's 17 comments on the Dimash video. That's quite a bit for me, technically. And this is why I don't get to comments as much as people would probably like. Because if I don't, I've went through just Harding stuff, and that feels bad. And like Robert's pointing out in the other comment in the comments right now in the other comment video, that see people get missed and so I try and I don't know. It's tough. It's easy to show up and do stuff I like, and then complain about it other places sometimes. But from one day ago, I've got Renee. How could there be too much spectacle for Rollen? It's down there at the bottom. I hope you could read it. I just thought it was awesome, and I thought in the other news, a young metal vocalist from Nashville traveled to the Hong Kong concert and showed his love. It was roses and hearts for Dimash. That's actually really cool, and I think it's wonderful. And I do appreciate the deers. Sometimes it might not feel like it because it takes so long, but it meant a lot to the channel. It helped to grow. Definitely one of the cornerstones of the channel's success. I wouldn't throw that word around too. I better use that loosely. Let's put it that way. So I just, all right. And right back in the comments still. We're still there. And it just basically, I should have, here on this end, I'll translate. And hello. Why don't I react with my beautiful wife to this masterpiece? Greetings, CL, which I don't actually know where I translated. And then right below it, it says I look more at the cat than Dimash. Yes, I've explained that. That's that whole complaint. So I would put my cat up on a pedestal long before I'd put any sort of other human talent. And that I've explained. Now, it's not trying to be arrogant. All opinions are for entertainment purposes only. I'm not meaning to disrespect someone, but I'm pretty sure, and this is translated, so I'm sure it's choppy because it's translated. But if what they're really trying to tell me is I was supposed to stare at Dimash more, I will have you notice the welcome back to Dimash land. Glad to see you again. That's true. But at the same time, I show 78 or more reactions to Dimash. Feels like I lived in Dimash land for a bit. So, to be fair, because I think life is about being fair, not hearing what we want to hear. In my real life, I don't think I've hardly ever heard what I want to hear. So I very rarely dole it out like it's pablum to pacify anybody. And that's fair. Now, it's my opinion for entertainment purposes because I I'm positive Dimash has got a ton of reaction channels out there that respect and will say exactly what people want to hear. But I don't lock my cat out of the room. And honestly, I'm looking forward to the first time Hunter gets up there and starts right in the middle of reaction. I love it. I miss Pablo. He used to show up all the time. So that's okay. I respect you sharing your opinion with me. My opinion is come down to reality, maybe Dimash likes cats too. Maybe he hates cats. I don't know. I like kitties. So, yeah, and especially when the cat is trying to attack the microphone, you got to pay attention to the cat. It turns out the reactors who throw their animals, push them away, or treat them badly, yeah, I don't really respect that group too much. And, that's truthful as well. Let's get a few more. Bernard. Thank you, Bernard. It's very nice to see you. Especially when I get to put some time and effort into it, like today. And I did learn right before as I was setting this up, it's Dimash and Jackie Chan, friends since 2017. So that was Jackie. I don't see Robert telling, see? I got Robert on my mind and I'm trying to talk to Bernard. I did that to Mike D and Mike H too. I don't mean to, but it's hard to separate this world and that world, and oh my goodness. Bernard is not correcting me on wee wee, so I think we're going to go with that. And I got a lot of information here. I'm going to leave it up there. Basically, it looks like Bernard doubled down here with that other one saying, Jackie or Dimash probably looks up to Jackie Chan. Got a thing for Jackie Chan, like Michael Jackson. All that's cool. It's funny. My honey and I went down to Kazakhstan transition after a certain point in history, like the transition to the now period of time. It was super interesting. Really interesting. And so this the first Golden Panda Award ceremony took place in Chengdu. Forgive me, a very beautiful city and probably much nicer to pronounce than the way I do it. Sung by an adorable prodigy named Little Teacher. I don't say his name. All right, here's the deal, everyone. There you go. Check that out. This is a pause. Bernard, I appreciate you. I've got a long way to go and a short time to get there. I'm going to check out more. So I'm sure I'll see Bernard again. And to be honest, trying to read the comment out loud and all the names in there, I spend more time apologizing than I would getting the comment out. But very cool. And I am very grateful, like I said, because that's what I got to give. All I can really do is be happy that solid comments, a little bit of love, few views, and especially everyone who appreciates taking the time to say something, even though it's probably not the Dimash reaction people are used to. I mean, I will use him as an example in other places where I think I'm talking about something pretty interesting, but obviously the music doesn't entice anyone, and I get hung up on wanting to have the message, not just the music. So I'll be like, if this was Dimash, I could just smile, and I feel bad sometimes because I mean it, but I don't mean it. I think the Deers are awesome. Bernard has educated me in ways that I can't explain, inspired me to keep one of the individuals. I don't put him on the bus, but I'm sure he'd take a ride if we were going to the symphony, the jazz festival, and hell, like you said right there, some Lee Saxon Yo-Yo. So I mean, we even have cross-genre stuff that we meet up at. I like that. And the truth is, I would be off put if Bernard showed up in Slayer. Well, unless he did his Bernard thing. I mean, if he gave me a half a paragraph, 2 paragraphs on Tom Araya and something about him, but you see what I'm saying? I appreciate the people for where they are, the time they take, and the love they give. And the best I can do is keep going and express it openly. I did come from a world where pleases, thank yous, and that stuff actually carried weight. It wasn't just hollow. So I do mean weighing it against other people feeling like maybe I've left them hanging. It makes it tough. Bernard, this is a good situation where I get to talk to him 3 times a year. Just last year, really, where I was able to find the comments in the right time and effort. Because once I get done, there's going to be, 200 comments I don't get to. Because I don't have that kind of time. But I did have this kind of time. And Bernard, Analia, forgive me, because I know I've seen you in the comments before. So glad that, another Jackie Chan. Happy New Year. Hello from Argentina. That's awesome. I'm watching what's going on down there. I just leave it at that. Find it interesting on the grand scale. There's why. Yeah. See, I would like to get into that conversation, but this is the wrong place for that. Dimash. And I was very happy. The dancing pandas were something. So, let me get the last couple. All right, let's finish this up. Yeah, definitely the grand finale for the Panda Awards. Yes, it's movie awards. Awesome. Glad to see us back at Dimash. All right, Panda Awards. Yes. Passionate presentation, incredible. Amy Rosado, I love your reactions to Dimash. Thank you. Sometimes I think I should clean it all up and be like everyone else, and then I realize I have no desire to be like anyone else, and I'm only willing to semi-exploit the real me. I figure if it's an acting gig, I should go into making movies. It shouldn't be this. So hopefully, even though I sure didn't blow sunshine up everybody's rear end for the last 13 minutes. I think it's fair enough to say I don't have a love-hate, but I definitely have 2 sides to the Dimash experience. And here's what I really like. If I could keep grinding away and we finally break through, because I'll be honest, pushed buttons all over the place aside, I still intend to try to get my play button. That's, I believe I have the opportunity to upgrade reactions. The first time it starts getting stale, put a nice quality twist on everything. But right now, I just think it's me, the music, and, well, a few dears and wonderful individuals who I enjoy spending a little time with. I think it's the same way with the Lara, with Paco. I think it's safe to say, and I'm self-aware enough to know that I'm a fish out of water, but I'm not just faking my way through it. I certainly don't tell you what you want to hear, but I appreciate when our ideas all meet at the same place and we have a good time. And Dimash brings feelings out of me, which sometimes other stuff doesn't. So I like that. I mean, there's nothing wrong. I would hate to go through life with no feelings and no thoughts and no eclectic nature. I'm just going to go with that. And thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll be back with one more random comments, I think, video, because I got to address Robert and some other stuff. And there's a list of bus riders who got to, if it is the best of, which Dimash is for sure, the number one numbers, the deers, the amount of comments. If you watch the other, I mean, I did 5 reactions after this, and I have 4 comments, and 2 of them are like, do something else. Now, that could be a hair demoralizing when you go, wow, if I just exploited Dimash and Miss Fabian and Paco and gave up all my own thoughts, I could make a go of it. And there's the dilemma. If anybody wonders why it's a struggle, there it is. You know, that's, I can't just be here for that. You have all the, and we all have choices, so many choices. They all look so similar. I don't want to be part of that group, ever. I'll play on the fringe of that group because I'm doing reactions. I'm not, denying that it's something that special. But I hope I'm always going to be me the whole time and then keep attracting the yous. And I appreciate you. Take care.